We're here because Antony very kindly accepted our invitation to come and cook some recipes that were from our prostate care cookbook. And so the idea is that men who are at risk of prostate cancer, and I guess that's all men, or people who...
Old men or old...
All men.
All men, okay.
Or especially men with a family history, or men who've even been diagnosed with localized prostate cancer. They can alter their diet in such a way that they either may reduce the risk or reduce the spread.
Well, I got a pea and mint soup, which is actually one of the recipes I contributed to the book. I'm doing a pad thai noodles, and I'm doing something else, and I can't remember for the life of me what. Now, tell me why I'm cooking those dishes. What are the benefits
of those
foods
ingredients
I'm using?
Well, if we take the pea and mint soup first of all, it's made with peas, which are a legume, and legumes are known to, or at least in certain studies, they've been shown to reduce the risk of prostate cancer. The other thing that is added to that soup is soya milk. I mean, it could be ordinary milk, but soya milk is also beneficial in reducing the risk of prostate cancer. Fish is good, especially to avoid dying, which is not bad. The chickpeas are another legume, so much the same effect as peas. And then the avocado is a good source of vitamin E, which again has an association with reduced risk, and particularly in people who smoke. So vitamin E is especially important if you smoke. It will lower your risk of prostate cancer. So it's the legumes, it's the soya, it's the allium vegetables, you know, the onions.
Yeah. Fish is good.
And the fish is good, and especially oily fish. The darker the fish flesh, the more good it seems to do, the better the association.
And you want to try and avoid saturated fats?
Want to try and avoid saturated fats. So basically all the recipes in the book are low in saturated fat, and they're actually, on the whole, they're fairly low in fat, with the exception of these fish oil type fats, which are good for you. That's a good fat.
Do you think that food preparation is becoming more scientific these days?
Well, I think as we look at our health, it has to be, really. I mean, I write a lot of books on diabetic cooking, and primarily I look to create recipes that aren't going to feel healthy. They are healthy, but I want people to enjoy the food. That's the key to my writing recipes. So I slip the health bit in sort of sneakily, if you want, so I don't go overboard. Obviously, the start of the book's got a whole blurb about what you should eat and what you shouldn't do, the same as your book.
Yes.
But I mean, I feel that any recipe should be there to entice people, to make them feel they still got a food life. Because, you know, when I was first diagnosed with a pre-diabetic state, I started to panic. I looked at all the diabetic cookbooks and I thought, these are all pants, you know. So then I thought I'd do a bit of research on it, and then I realised you could actually, as long as you eat in moderation, you eat the right foods, and you've got to cut certain things out in both forms of things, but generally you can still eat very well. So I guess science has to come into it, but my prime reason for writing a cookbook that's good for diabetics or good for prostate is that people should enjoy the food.